Hi everyone, it's Miss Caskey and I'm back to read another book with you today. Today we're going to be thinking about a book called The Muddy Mess, and it's about a car that gets really muddy. So before we start reading, let's think about what it takes to clean a car. Okay, here's a question and we're going to make a list of things. What are some things you need to wash a car? Can you think of anything that you need when you're washing a car? Well, I know we need this to get things clean. Soap. What else do we need? If you just put soap on a muddy car, I don't think it will get clean. We need to use some water to get all of that mud to wash off. All right. What else? What about one of these? Sometimes when you're washing a car, you might use a bucket to fill up with water and soap, and then that bucket you can move all around the car to get to all the different places, and that will help you get all the soap and water onto the car. In our book today, called The Muddy Mess, the author uses this word. Instead of saying bucket, they say pail. So today, while you're reading with me, I want you to take a close look for this word, pail, because it's probably new for you. All right, you might have thought of some other things that you need to wash a car. Go ahead and write them down in your list. Let's get ready to read. Okay, let's read The Muddy Mess. This book is by Linnea Bowdish, and illustrated by Eric Brooks. And I see a bike on the front that is really, really muddy. It looks like a muddy mess. This book might be about cleaning up this bike in some way. Let's read to find out. Dad's car was a muddy mess. There was mud on the top. There was mud on the tires. There was mud everywhere. Jake's bike was a muddy mess too. Looks like Dad's car and Jake's bike are both muddy. What do you think they'll do? Maybe that's Mom. You think Mom will help them? Hey, Dad, Jake said. I can help you clean your car. Then you can help me clean my bike. That is a good plan, Dad said. Do you notice where Mom is now? Looks like Jake and Dad are still outside thinking about their muddy car and their muddy bike, and I notice Mom is inside the house doing something else now. Dad got 2 pails and gave 1 pail to Jake. If you don't know this word pail, you could use the picture to try to think, what does this mean? It's kind of a word that I don't hear it very often. We usually call these things buckets, but another word for a bucket is a pail. So Dad got 2 pails, or 2 buckets, and he gave 1 pail to Jake. 1 bucket for Jake, 1 bucket for Dad. Dad put soap in the pails, then Jake filled the pails. A little soap and water, getting ready to wash. My goodness. Dad and Jake washed the car. Dad washed the top. Jake washed the tires. Looks like they're really working together to get this car clean. Look at all this mud, said Jake. We need more soap. He's putting in more soap into that bucket. Jake and his dad washed the car off. Wait a second, I made a mistake. Jake and his dad washed the mud off the car. If you're reading and you make a mistake and you notice that it doesn't make sense, you can always go back to read again so that you can make sure what you're reading is something that you can understand. Then they washed the muddy bike. They both have their bucket and their towels and they look like they're scrubbing away. Wow, I noticed that the boy, Jake, and Dad are both getting a little bit muddy themselves. My bike is nice and clean, said Jake. My car is clean too, said Dad. Let's go eat lunch. I bet they feel pretty satisfied. They've both worked hard to get their bike and their car very clean. Time for lunch. Oh no, said Mom. Now you two are a muddy mess. Looks like Mom has a towel for them because both of them, Dad and Jake, are now really muddy. Thanks so much for reading The Muddy Mess with me. I saw them using soap and water and the pails also. Did you notice how the author didn't say bucket? They say pail in this story. It's just another word for the same thing. I also thought it was funny at the end how the Dad and Jake are muddy and the mom says, oh no, now you are the muddy mess. Looks like they're ready to take off, put their clothes in the laundry and take a shower. Thanks so much for reading, writing, and thinking with me today, and I hope to see you soon in another video.